So talk about I know that so short term is, the trailer. Is there like a bigger goal, like to kind of do like a single location? Is that like down the road, or is it kind of like
Talked about
you
we
know
talked about what we wanted, and
an ideal world? I mean, obviously money's not an issue. Everything's good. Everybody's happy. Everything's kind of rolling forward. Is that something that you see yourself doing?
I think today, like if you were to, like you asking me that question right now, we've talked about this, and we want, like, we're very, like I said, she's very front of house, and I'm very front of house as well. I love people. I love talking to people. I mean, I'm a GM. That's my thing, and we want a little dive bar where we can work in every day and make drinks and have cheap drinks, make drinks, and then we want the truck set up and out front, and we can move it.
Nice.
Like I don't think our end goal is to have a million restaurants and have things like
Yeah.
that. Like we want something small that we can just perfect it to where it's like you know what you're getting every time. And we close down for 2 months. You know what I mean? And fucking that's our vacation.
Yeah.
Like we're open 10 months out of the year. Get it while it's fucking here. And that's it. Like that's I'm not
And it's back to family time.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
because
what
if
I'm
you start
saying.
investing, you start getting more and
that's what we're doing this
expanding
for.
more, and
for
it's
sure.
like, yes, definitely, of course, the corporation would be great, but at the same time,
want
you're
that.
gonna go back to where we were wanting to get out
Away
of.
from.
Yeah, definitely. Because
Yeah.
I mean, I was in the corporate business. I was a service manager for what well-known steakhouse, and I was like, you know what, this isn't what I want to do for
Yeah.
the rest of my life. I'm a slave
Yeah.
every single day.
Yeah.
And you
I wanna
get into that.
close.
Yeah, of
Like-
course. You get into that routine, and it's like, no, like something small for us, not too small, but something that we can still do private events,
Yeah.
caterings, and
That's what people
That's the
want.
best,
They
yeah.
love that. Like, and that's, like, I mean, even if it were to be just catering, I mean, like, let's say we have a couple of trucks and some pop ups, like we just bought another oven. We have 3 ovens. You know what I mean? So like, we're trying to. My new thing is like, I want to do 2 events at the same time.
Yeah.
Like,
so we're
you know,
starting to get
so-
other people.
right.
Like, I want to see.
We're
well,
expanding our
you know,
team a
Right.
little bit.
I would rather that because then I feel like they're just more in it. Like, if I see my owners more at the store, I'm just like, cool, you're more in it. You know?
Yeah.
And I don't ever want to be that person, like, because they don't know what we went through. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And things like that. I always want to be that guy. It's like our owner's sitting right next to us working. Yeah, he's not going to close, but he's fucking in the shit
Yeah.
with us.
Yeah.
You know?
And then he goes home and I close.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm fucking out of here, bro.
Right. Take care of my shit. See you later. Don't fuck it up.
Yeah, don't fuck
But
it
yeah, I mean, I like that you say that, like, within reason too. You know what I mean? Obviously, everybody, I always say this, everybody does everything for a certain reason. Everybody has their own goals and stuff. I'm like that too, man. I want to get to the point to where I don't know what I want to do in content creation. I feel like I'm learning to do a bunch of shit. If I could be a host somewhere or do interviews or just have my podcast. And I'm not trying to be the most famous. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
not trying to make the most money. If I could make what I'm making now and a little bit more, I'd be fucking ecstatic. You know, to
Just-
sit down and talk to cool people like you guys and get paid to do it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? That would be ideal. So the fact that you're saying that, like, I've been working in IT for 16, going on 17 years. And, you know, halfway through my career, I was like, fuck, this is dope. I'm going forward. And then, you know, COVID hit differently for a lot of times. And I've talked about this at other times. That's when it made me realize, like, man, I am just a number. You know, I am just a number here. And that made me more honest with myself and what I wanted to do. And I was okay with where I worked at. And I do whatever I need to do. And that's it.
Mhm.
I don't do more. I
Mhm.
make sure that I do enough that I don't cause any rift. I
Yep.
stay under the radar. I'm not the try hard, but you don't have to worry about me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I show up and do my job. I don't need to talk to you guys at work. You're not my friends. Nothing personal. I'm cool with you guys. But I got more things that I'm trying to pursue out of this place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I love hearing people talk about that because I get all fucking hell yeah. That's what I want to do shit. So the fact that you guys, I know we kind of chit chatted about this like the couple times and I wanted to have you guys on because I feed off of that kind of energy. When people are pursuing things like that outside of the normal things, like I love hearing that because I'm like, fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
It's a grind, man.
Hell yeah.
It's a grind.
Yeah, man. It's dope though, because it's like you're saying, it's doing it for yourself. You know
All
what I
day.
mean? We've all worked somewhere X amount of times, X amount of places or whatever, to the point to where like, you know what? I kind of don't want to do that no more.
Yeah.
So let's try to figure out what we could do away from not doing that.
Yeah.
And I think everybody always battles to try to figure that. I mean, obviously, if we pursued something a lot harder or whatever, we could probably make more money. Am I going to be happier? Am I not going to be happy? I don't know, but I'd rather not go that way. I know not to go that way anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just,
You hit that age. You hit that. it's weird. I don't know. I think you hit an age where it's like, my time is worth way more. You know,
Yeah.
like that's why I'm like, I'll be honest, like I'm stuck between that spot right now. Like, I told my boss on Monday, I was like, hey, I only want to work 4 days a week. And he was like, you're a general manager. You can't do that. And I'm like, I'm willing to step down
Yeah.
at this point. He's like, what are you doing? I'm just like, give him a little bit of info. And I'm just like, but if I don't do it, I've always had the salary. I've always had the salary. I know what I'm making. I plan out my bills. I'm good at budgeting.
Yeah.
And we get by. And, what I
Yeah.
mean? That's what it is. And I've never had that struggle of like, I don't know how we're going to make money in 2
Yeah.
weeks. Like, I've never,
Yeah.
ever had that. Like, and I'm
Yeah.
glad. I'm grateful
Oh,
for
yeah.
that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Me too. Yeah.